Hello everybody, welcome to Mrik Auto. So we got this new vlog today. It's about this ML. It's a regular client, and it came up for a formatic service on the car, and we just did the brakes maybe 2 months ago on this. So it come up with a mandatory B service, and also we need to do some regeneration on the car because of the DEF system. The customer, they're just driving local, so anybody have the diesel blue tux, you have to drive it on highway every other day for 10 to 15 minutes to keep your DPF system clean. So we already changed the DEF pump on this. We changed all the pipes coming from front to back last year, I think, yeah. So that expense was quite expensive on this truck. And today we are going to do the services. And also this 200, just customer drop it. This side bearing is fucked up. So when we drive on highway, not on highway, like when you drive more than 40 kilometers, it's humming like so bad. And also this side strut is leaked up. So customer want us to fix both of the things together so he can put back to work as soon as possible. That is for today on this car. And still this waiting outside, no room inside to pull them in. They need a long time to check what's happening in the car. So this Acura is done. So we already repaired the white pipe on this. These are more likely like any of the Acuras, MDX, RDX, they have the front white pipes. By the time being, it's an old car, that thing got rotted and one of the white pipe was bent like this. So we repair it, we put the new gaskets in both of the white pipes in the front. And this one came up for a tire swap. We do tire swaps, but it all depends how busy we are. Sometimes we don't, sometimes we do. So if the customer every time they drop the car here, so now they're waiting, probably gonna pick it up end of the day. Yeah, we'll get the time in between and do the thing. So yeah, this all things are done. So now it's time to go in. Let's check inside what's happening. Alright guys, on this car we are using Motul as customer requested. So it's similar with Licomoly. They are just head to head. It's made in France. Licomoly is German. So end of the day, both are a great oil. Comes with more performance additives in both of the oils. If you talk about more in the transmission or DEF fluids, Motul is to go, from my opinion. So, and if you want to go for engine oils, I recommend Licomoly most of the time because it's good. Motul is good too, but it's hard for me to decide like which one is better because they both are end of the day same. They have back-to-back on shelf same product with same rating. So that's why we're gonna put this one because the customer wanted, and they don't want a man filter on this, so they request for the Mali and man, they are kind of same. So even this is made in German. Most of those other man filters are also made in German. So it's the same thing. And this takes almost 9 liters of engine oil. So if you just bought this vehicle and you go for oil change and you just see the price, it's $250. Don't be shocked because this almost take 2 of these. Even if the bigger Sprinters, 2500, 3500s, they take 12.5. So that oil change is more expensive. It all depends on the engine size. So this is done. And this thing we got today, we bought inside the shop. And that's what we up to now. When we take it apart, the front AC condenser, this was real bad hit in winter with the snowstorm. That's what customer said. And now, after a long snow gone, this transmission cooler lines got cracked and it leaks. As you can see, there is a coating right here. See, that's the material. The pipe leaving right now, that's a bad plastic. I don't know it melts or what, but it's turned to powder form when we're taking it apart. You can see this black thing. So we are on the wait list for the new cooler and the lines, and the AC condenser is here, I think. Yes, so we got the AC condenser. So we going to install the condenser first in the front. As you can see, it's a OEM. So whenever it comes to the aluminum parts on the front, especially rad and condensers, we mostly prefer the OEM ones because their durability is more than the aftermarket one. Do not put any of the aftermarket because it all depends end of the day. If it's screwed up after a little while, you end up paying more labor. To do those things, you have to just take apart the front. A lot of parts, trims, pieces, takes time. So use the OEM parts. That's a request. And other side, we got this Ford. As you see in the starting of the video, I'm pushing it with a tow truck. So this got it. This everything was open before we got the car in the hand. So customer, he did everything about this thing. So now we just trying to take apart the head because the thing happened. The customer tried to change the oil, spark plugs on the car. End up breaking one of the spark plug, and he didn't give up on that. He bought a extractor, and he just hammered everything in the piston. So number one spark plug right now sitting on top of the piston, half is already out. So in order to take that piece out, and the thread is gone, it's long gone on that side, head need to get repaired, and the head gasket need to change. We already placed an order with the Ford. It's a week and a half away. Probably next week or so we're gonna get that thing. Till that time, we are on it, and we're going to replace everything. As you can see here, when we work this kind of things, we mostly cover the top of the engine, so we not ending up dropping anything in the engine, as you can see here. So we covered up. So we got one spark plug here, one here, and this side is gone, long gone. So even the threads are gone on this. So what is the procedure to fix it? We need to send the head to a shop. They're going to repair it. Then it's coming back. Then we're going to reinstall with a Ford head gasket. Then it's going to be ready for a customer to deliver. So that is something probably takes almost 2 weeks. That's the big job right now in the shop. And on other half, we got two BMWs outside. Still, one of that is already diagnosed, and it doesn't have any issue. It's just a knocking on the piston rod. So nothing else comes in. So we need to change the engine on that white BMW 2013. So customer still deciding when they want to change it. And the back one, 2014 328i, that one, it's long gone. Inside, we got 63 codes on that 2014 328i. To fix those ones, it's not worth it. It's better to get a source engine and do the timing chain outside, then we're gonna install it. So we already offered that thing to the customer. Let's see what we're gonna hear end of the day today. And we'll go from there. All right, everybody. So it's 33 degrees, and we finally done everything and wrapped up this 2017 Mustang. Now we're going for a test drive. You know why we need a test drive? When we fill up any of the transmission oil on the Mustangs, have to be from 92 degrees to 105. So right now the temperature on this car is 80 plus degrees. Still outside is hot, 33 degrees, but while idling it's not going more than 88 degrees. So we need it 92 to 105. That's the reason we need to make a test drive, and also we need to check with the digital gauge how the cooling works in the car. So let's go for a test drive. Alright, everybody, so it's 33 degrees outside, and the transmission temp is 60 degrees right now, 61. So to make it from 92 to 105, we need to test drive it on high RPMs to check the transmission level. If you skip this part, you end up having a wear out the transmission from inside with low oil. This has to be test done before you're gonna deliver to your customers. That's a tip. Here we go. So now we're almost here to make a test drive on the car. As it's a straight pipe. We did it straight pipe like a month ago. But today it came with a different reason. And also, as you see on this front gauge, we put that digital gauge here, which gives you the exact temperature on the car. So it's almost 33 degrees and feel like 39 today. But we're going to test it out, the air condition, on what exact temperature the air condition compressor cut out. And also, we just gonna wait when the transmission temperature goes on 92 degrees, as it's 61 right now, still on the same phase. It's a lot of difference. Cylinder head is 98, inlet air temp is 67, but the transmission is still at 62 right now. So let's see when we are. So finally, after driving on high RPMs for almost 15 minutes, the temperature goes on 90. I need from 92 to 105. Let's see how long it takes to get 105 or above 92 degrees. So when it's going to be exactly 92 degrees, we're going to pull up to the shop, and then they're going to measure the transmission fluid level. And let's see how it says. Most of the time, it has to be on the same accurate degrees to measure exactly the value. Mostly on the Dodge Caravans, they are notorious to check the level. So any of you guys are changing your Dodge Caravan's fluid, make sure you have a right dipstick, because that dipstick is so secret and fishy. You need to find exactly the exact dipstick for Dodge Caravan transmission, because if you go little less or little over, you end up just burning your transmission, and that thing is costly, like almost 3 grand to 5 grand, depend on what mileage you got, the cheaper ones. And to install that thing, labor is on other separate hand. So it's better to put the OBDs, whatever you guys have, and if you don't, you can just come to a shop. We can help you out to put the new transmission, but not for measuring the temperature. That's not something. But to change the transmissions, yes, we can help you out with that. That's not a problem. So that is something we can help you out with any of the Dodge Challengers transmission. They are notorious to change it up on. We can help you out to change that. And other, like this Mustang, like it has to be 92 degrees to measure it up exact values. We can do that. You can bring it up the vehicle to our shop. We'll install it and make sure the right fluid, right capacity is going to be in the car. So right now it's 93 degrees, which is good for us. Now we're just going back to the shop, and let's see how the transmission level goes up. And after that, the customer is ready to come by end of the day. When we're going to close the shop, they're going to pick it up the car. That's what we call them, and let them know once we already done with the level of the oil. And now we're going to go on the shop and let's see how it goes. See the valves here. I don't know how this thing happens. So this is already bent up here, and one of the stem is gone, and you see the water here is just because of the steam in the rain. So we rip apart the head. Let me show you the other side of the piston thing, so you have an estimate what was actual done inside. So if you see properly here, here is the half of the spark plug right sitting here. So let me take it out. Okay, so see the valve is gone, and that is the spark plug. I don't know how they did this, but the walls are okay. Yeah, sleeve sounds good. The only damage is this and this. So it's a small mistake when we just try to do DIY spark plugs on a delicate engine, which is 1 liter Ford EcoSport. So yes, we are going to put the new head gasket with one of this new. Probably the head needed repair, which gonna end up costing a lot. So if you guys do have anything similar did, you can just give us a call. We're happy to help you out, right? Yeah. So I don't know. We're going to send it today. Today is Wednesday. Maybe we're gonna get it by Friday because the people who repair the heads, they also have a lineup of the work because these days people mostly believe in YouTubes and try to do the every things by themselves and end up doing this thing. So it was only a 1 hour labor to replace this on any shop, which end up right now almost 3,500 Canadian dollars. So be wise with the little things. If you have no idea how to do that, just hand over to the professionals. They'll do it in a better way. Yeah. See how much we have to rip apart everything to do the thing. So let's see. Fingers crossed how it works. And on other hand, let me show you. We got this 200. It's for transmission filter lines, and this one came up with a code saying transmission fluid low. When we check it out, it was all flooded underneath the transmission lines. So one of the line is cracked, so need to put the line going to the cooler. It's gonna be done probably end of the day today because we already got the parts here. And on this side, let me show you. So Mr. Lee is on work again. As you can see, he's cleaning up. And that's much stuff we recover from the car. As you can see here, let me show you a little sneak peek. That's what we get it from inside, from back and from the rear seats. But if you guys do have anything to do your shampoo or detailing interior, we offer a special price with the oil changes or with any services. They are much cheaper than outside. The sedan starts with a basic cleanup at $70, and if you have SUV, that's $90. And if you have the pickup trucks, they are somewhere from 120 to 150, depend on the size and the shape. And already, so we got this monster in the house. It's a GLE 53. Let me show you the monster from the front. It sits on the matte black and with the satin black rims. It's a bi-turbo 4MATIC. The best thing about this truck is the color, and look at the grace on that thing. This looks so good. So probably we're going to pull this inside to do some oil changes and transmission flush. And this is again waiting for the customer to pick it up. And this was left open. We're going to do that thing. The best thing about this is, if you see the color on this, these are not the cheap spray paints most of the shops offer after the new brake job. That's a powder coated. So to clean this thing up, you just need to make a simple wash. It's going to be brand new again. Usually when it's just a spray paint, you try to put a pressure powder wash on that thing, the color goes away, but not in this case. So we're going to pull the car inside to do some services on this car, and it's almost 70K. It's 2024 GLE 53. So let me bring the car inside and see what's happening. So we wrapping up with the video. If you guys want to like more videos, want to watch more of our work on German and Japanese make and models, you can just hit the bell icon, subscribe, and thank you for watching this. See you in another vlog. Thank you so much.